Can you look at this for me? Hey, I want to learn about this new iMac. Can you show this to me? And they created a real show and tell demo environment to sell more, obviously, but they've also created that support environment where people can learn more, to your point about consumption. While everybody else is either looking for funding, consolidating, going out of business, they're making massive investments in that. And now that store, pound for pound today, as we know, per square footage across the world, there is not a more profitable per square footage retail store, I think, in existence. I think this is the number one per square footage storefront property that there is. I don't know if even Gucci or any of these big brand names, these shoe brands or leather brands, I don't even think they have more profit per square footage than Apple does, to be honest. I don't know if that's still the case, but it was for a while.
And I don't know, maybe you know, but another business that launched was Starbucks. And I believe it launched in a time of fairly uncertain economic levels. And they came out and they basically said, if you remember, I mean, when Starbucks came up, people were like, oh my God, it's so expensive, right? The coffee is a premium. It's this amazing product, but it's a premium price product. And rather than just come out and say, hey, we're the best coffee, we get it from this source, we've got all these different options that you can add to it, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. Their whole marketing stance was based around customer journey. And that's the other thing that you can look at right now is customer journey. Is when people are unsure about making decisions, the best thing you can do is look at your customer base and segment them out into what are their pain points that align with their current situation and their budget, and create opportunities for those people in those different segments that appeal to them. And it might mean more product creation. It might mean more operations. It might mean all these things. It probably does. But if somebody can't make a leap to your flagship product, but they can get a taste of what it's like to work with your organization, what it's like to work with your team, what your product actually looks, tastes, feels like, and then you've got their information and you've got something planned out for the next stage of their customer journey, it's way easier to sell somebody that's already a fan than it is to acquire a new one. But maybe you don't have something custom tailored to where they're at now with a price point that makes sense for them where they're at now. And you're just saying, I only take these people over here. Well, if these people over here have now become a smaller percentage and they're harder to sell, maybe it starts becoming time to look at these other people and how you can serve a wider range of people with a very focused customer journey. And going back to Starbucks, their whole marketing platform is we want to be everybody's third place, right? People have home, people have work. We want to be everybody's third place. If you remember Starbucks, if you remember coffee shops before Starbucks, they were like diners. They were like diners and delis. And like coffee wasn't even really their focus. They were just...
Yeah, it wasn't the only thing. It was always...
It wasn't the only thing. It was more like an add-on to whatever the core business was doing.
Right.
Starbucks came in and said, we're going to make coffee the thing. But when you walk into our store, you're going to see lounges, you're going to see couches, you're going to see nice finishings, you're going to have nice music, everything's going to smell good. Our baristas are going to look professional. We want you to come and sit here and feel good. We want to manage that customer journey at the highest level, because if you want to sit here for 4.5 hours and get 3 refills, no problem. Because you know what? At some point you'll probably get hungry, and we've got some bagels and we've got some banana bread. And eventually we've got some egg bites and whatever. They wanted to become everyone's third place.
And they did.
And they did. And they did phenomenally well because they understood creating a new customer experience and new customer journey, which you may have to do. And the great thing is that if you do that right now, out of necessity, when we get past this point, which we always do, you'll have a new thing in place for prosperity. One thing that's done out of necessity often becomes a new level of prosperity when the doors open back up, because it's ready to go and it's vetted and it's tested when the floodgates of optimism and confidence come back.